And by Kelley Blue Book. Everything you need to make a smart new car decision is at KBB.com.
Well, they've got as many plays, do the Titans, as the Broncos have first downs. And that's only one for Chris Johnson. That last touchdown pass, number 44 on the season. Look at the line seal this for him.
Yeah, they got the seal, but watch Peyton Manning just let it go. Rears back, and look at that leg, goes all the way around. That tells you he got his body into the throw. Good shot here, keeps moving, keeps it loose, drives the football, and his arm is fresh. We talked about it. He told us that, Jim, because Wednesday he takes the day off. Well, Peyton Manning taking a day off. He doesn't throw to save that arm. Helps him on Sundays.
2nd and 9, and Fitzpatrick guns it. Got his man. It's Kendall Wright for a gain of 13. Now, you say he takes the day off. He likes to soak in a tub his ankle, so he's wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
And you might be wondering, okay, he's got the iPad out because he's looking at plays.
Yep.
But in the helmet, he's still getting the communication out on the practice field.
He hears the practice field. He hears Adam Gase talking to the quarterbacks. He knows the plays, listen to what's happened, and then also is watching games, preparing for today's game.
Fitzpatrick hit when he threw it, and he's picked off. Picked off by Knighton. Terrence Knighton has an interception. Von Miller caused it with the contact with the quarterback on the release, and all things are going wrong for the Munchak side.
Yeah, they are. You get in obvious passing situations. Von Miller, big, strong, fast. He's got it all. And sooner or later, he's going to get to the quarterback.
Hey, Terrence Knighton told us last week, I was a receiver in high school at Windsor High School back in Connecticut.
That's right.
He showed those hands off right here.
Von Miller gets there, knocks the ball up in the air. You're right, Terrence Knighton. You see that big body.
Yeah, look at this.
Nice job of reacting. He says not only is he a receiver,
he was all-state.
All-state receiver.
All-state receiver. And he averaged 18 points a game in basketball, too. And I can still dunk, he let us know.
I believe it.
1st and 10, running play up ahead. Moreno, no, it's ball. It's ball for 12, maybe 13.
Yeah, it's a tough situation now for the Titans. The offense, they're rolling double teams again. The center, Ramirez, along with Beatles, they are great at double team blocking inside and just pushing the defensive lineman back.
Decker is still out as they stay on the ground. It's ball for another 15. He broke away from Michael Griffin.
Yeah, you're getting just torched by the pass game, and now you overreact, go down the line of scrimmage. Nice cut back by Monte Ball. Seen it many times this year. The Broncos throw it in the first half, and they come out and reestablish the run game early in the second.
Ball cuts. He's got 5. The AFC playoff picture with the Broncos in the driver's seat, first position, trying to stay the game ahead of New England, which had a miraculous comeback today, to stay 1 back and 1 ahead of Cincinnati, which would have overtaken them for the 2 had the Patriots fallen. Indy is the 4. You almost are guaranteed now of well, Kansas City's going to be the 5. We're 2nd and 5. And Moreno has a blocker in front. It's Franklin. And he's pushed out at the 1 by Pollard. Big Orlando Franklin, injured early in this game, comes back out, and he was leading the way.
Going to pull out here. That's all it is. It's a sweep, a screen to the right, whatever you want to say, scat pass. We see all the time. I see that play with the New Orleans Saints. I wonder if that's where they got it on one of those films. Drew Brees, Sean Payton, they're the best at it. Broncos pretty good too.
Everybody in tight. They've got Dreesen in, Virgil Green in. And that's Unrein coming in. Handoff, the ball stacked up, no gain. Yeah, Mitch Unrein, 96, the defensive lineman. We've seen that a few times this year, coming in on goal line situations. And we haven't talked a whole lot about Jarrell Casey, who's had such a big year on that defensive front for the Titans.
Well, they were worried about it, but look, there's so many things to look at from the defensive lineman perspective. Trying to stop the run. Peyton Manning gets rid of it quick. You get double teamed. Hard to get there.
Now they spread it out and go gun. 2nd and goal. Peyton Manning passing, and it's incomplete.
Well, he went to his pet play times today, and that time Tennessee Titans defense, they took care of that little rough play to the outside.
Now they shuttle in Demaryius Thomas and Knowshon Moreno on 3rd and goal at the 1. Still no Decker since being hit in the rib area by Pollard. Welker out with a concussion.
Loves to sprint out on this formation.
Peyton throws, and a flag is out. It's going to be called on Werner again. Pass was thrown toward Jacob Tammy.
Holding, defense, number 20. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
And that's the 3rd penalty in this game on Alteron Werner.
Right in the middle. You know, they got it covered. They're all over the play. But easy for me to say up here, you just you panic because you go, oh my gosh, here comes the throw. It's coming my way again. And you know, even when the coverage is good, it's not good enough.
Moreno, the running back, 1st and goal. Up top, pass incomplete. They went right back to the man Werner was defending, Andre Caldwell.
I don't know what John Fox is thinking on the sideline. How do you second guess it? Because they're so good at scoring touchdowns, and all these passes so close. He's probably going, hey, let's run a couple.
Second and goal. There's the run. Moreno drives it across, and it's a touchdown.
Comes across the formation. Zane Beadles doesn't really get the block, but not enough penetration to make the tackle.
Vasquez and Franklin have done a good job.
They have. Now, this offensive line is a tremendous combination. Awesome pass blockers and pretty good run blockers. When they had Tim Tebow here, they were great run blockers. That's all they did.
That is 24 unanswered in 9 minutes and 16 seconds. All set up this time by the interception by Knight, with Moreno scoring his 12th touchdown of the year.
Now get 50% off any Domino's pizza when you order online. 50% off sausage pizzas, specialty pizzas, even barbecue banana pepper pizzas. If you're into that, this week only get 50% off the menu price of 34 million pizza combinations at Domino's.com.
Introducing the Kelley Blue Book Price Advisor, the powerful new tool that shows you what you should pay. It gives you a fair purchase price that's based on what others recently paid for the same new car and Kelley Blue Book's trusted pricing expertise. KBB.com.
Before they earned enough cash back from Bank of America to help spread some holiday cheer. Before earning 1% cash back everywhere, every time, and 2% back at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Even before they got 3% back on gas with no hoops to jump through. A couple was inspired to use their Bank AmeriCard Cash Rewards credit card to throw the ultimate ugly sweater party of the season. That's the spirit of rewarding connections. Apply online or at a Bank of America near you.
This is the magical new iPad Air with Retina display.
And this is the new Kindle Fire with an HDX display. It has nearly 1 million more pixels than the iPad Air.
This new iPad Air is astonishingly light.
The new Kindle Fire is actually 20% lighter.
Yes, but the iPad is only $4.99.
The Kindle's only $3.79.
I see.
The new Kindle Fire HDX. Sharper, lighter for less.
By the way, Knowshon Moreno won the Ed Block Courage Award, named this week. Each team in the league does that. Eric Studesville also co-won the award, which is a tremendous honor. As Prater sends that one into the first row. Jim Sacamano has been a part of this Bronco organization for 36 years, and today they named the press box after him. And there he was. You saw him with his wife Joanne, his daughter Jennifer, his son Jeffrey, and their families, including his grandchildren. Just one of the finest gentlemen this NFL has ever known. And such an ambassador for the Broncos. We love him and we salute him. As Chris Johnson has a 17-yard run. But congratulations to Sacamano. They put the plaque up. You saw it in the press box. And he's been a part of almost 900 games here in Denver and representing this organization with just such class.
You said it right. He represents the organization in the way you wanted your organization to be represented. I got a chance to see his whole family up there today before the game, and what a great moment for him, and well deserved.
Was by far the previous play the longest run of the day for Chris Johnson. Went for 18. This one only 1. With the playoff races heating up, you can download NFL Mobile, get the live video access to exclusive premium content on your smartphone. Call ** NFL to download, or go to NFL.com/mobile.
Well, Tennessee trying to run the football to slow the pace and the emotions of this game down.
2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick, no one in the area. Nate Washington making an appeal. He was asking for a flag.
Watch Nate Washington going down the field, and Kendall Hunter. Boom, they run into each other. So they kept everybody in. 2-man route. The time he's not there, nobody open.
Third and 10. Got his man. It's Washington. And that was a play that Tennessee had to have, because the momentum has been just a gigantic shift and wave for the last quarter.
Baltimore screen, number 85. He's running like a corner route, and they design, stop, and look back in. The Broncos in the exact right coverage, but Webster not able to make the play.
Second catch today for Washington for 24 yards total. Chris Johnson wiggles and then goes straight ahead to the 41.
You know, we've been talking so much about the Broncos, and rightly so. They've been on fire, but 34-21, drive down and score here, and hope your defense can find a way to make a stop when they get back out there.
I bet you think Terrence Knighton enjoyed getting his hands on the football.
Oh, geez. He's just another guy. We hear it all the time for defensive linemen. Very talented high school players, running backs, receivers. But they get so big, you got to put your hand on the ground. He's just one of those guys.
2nd and 6. They seal the pocket so Fitzpatrick can launch it. He's got a man, and it's a touchdown. Tennessee with Justin Hunter hauling it in. 41 yards.
Fitzpatrick stood in there that time. That was awesome, because there's a free runner. Watch at the last second. Somebody's going to come right up the middle. That was Williams, and he stood in there and he put the football down the middle and perfect. Justin Hunter, we talked about him early. Boy, is this guy going to be special as time goes along. Big, fast, good route runner, being taught very well by Sean Jefferson, the wide receiver coach, and really good NFL receiver for the Titans.
Quentin Jammer was back deep. No one was there to help him. The former Charger, signing in the offseason. That's 80 yards in less than 3 minutes, including a big third down conversion. Bironas good on the PAT, and this game is right there for the taking. 34-28 Denver, third quarter.
This isn't football music, it's ice skating music. But when it comes on, whammo, big play. Our lucky song.
Who keeps playing this song?
I don't know.
Bud Light, for the fans who do whatever it takes.
In 1919, my ancestor Marcel Tolkowski invented the ideal cut diamond, unlocking the true beauty of the diamond. For over 90 years, we have continued to perfect this diamond.
Now Kay Jewelers brings you Tolkowski Ideal Cut diamonds from the family that invented the Ideal Cut. At Kay, the #1 jewelry store in America.
From our family to the beginning of yours.
Yes. Every kiss begins with K.
Let's do gifts. No, let's do surprises. Yes. Yes. Bingo. Let's do confidence. Let's do how did you know? Let's see what's in Santa's bag. And nail it. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. The versatile Dremel Multimax, just $69.
Don't miss Blue Bloods, Friday, only CBS. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. And by Bud Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Bundled up out here in Bronco land on a frigid day. Although actually it's warmed up a couple of degrees after the chill of Friday.
Yeah, oh man, Friday was,
it's inching up every day.
Yeah, I got to admit, we were out there Friday, it was, we were crying.
It was rough.
Boomer didn't think you were out there during practice. I don't know why he would think that.
Because Boomer doesn't go to practice. Here's the run back by Caldwell. Oh, he breaks the tackle. Look at Caldwell take it now. And he's got no one in front of him. There is a flag back at the 30 as he slows to a jog. Little does he know it's likely coming back. It would have been 104 yards as Nate Washington signals from the sideline.
Illegal block in the back, 36, receiving team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
It's called on Webster. There's the penalty right there.
Good call.
She loves a lot of the same things you do. It's what you love about her. But your erectile dysfunction? That could be a question of blood flow. Cialis Tadalafil for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment's right. You can be more confident in your ability to be ready. And the same Cialis is the only daily ED tablet approved to treat ED and symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently or urgently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medications and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sexual activity. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess with Cialis. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or if you have any allergic reactions such as rash, hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, or difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a 30-tablet free trial.
Tuesday night, the holidays aren't complete without a visit from the Angels. Join special musical guest Taylor Swift and Fall Out Boy. Victoria's Secret Fashion Show. New special CBS Tuesday.
Tennessee and Denver dueling here in 13-degree weather. Broncos flagged for the third time today in a blocking in the back penalty on returns. And instead of a 104-yard run back by Caldwell, they'll start at the 20. Up 6. And a short gain to the tight end, Demaryius Thomas. Give him 3.
Here's Justin Hunter on a touchdown. Omar Bolden gets sidetracked and watches the tight end come down the middle and leaves deep middle, and Quentin Jammer not able to speed up and get it, so they gave up an easy touchdown. John Fox was pleading with the defensive backs, don't get beat deep.
2nd and 7, again faking to the line, and freezes the defense long enough to produce an open Jacob Tamme. Gain of 15.
You said it, the fake freezes the linebackers, and then Peyton Manning throws back shoulder even across the field to protect Jacob Tamme so he doesn't get hit from a defender in front of him.
Eric Decker is back in a slot to the left, 1st and 10. And that's Moreno for 2. You know, Peyton Manning, you mentioned it earlier, courted so heavily by the Titans as well as the Broncos and other teams, but they came close. Tennessee came very close to landing Peyton, bringing him back to the state where, of course, he started at the University of Tennessee.
Peyton talked about it, so did Mike Munchak. Mike Munchak said they watched film for 8 hours, and Peyton grilled him for the whole 8 hours. Kind of funny to listen to the story.
2nd and 8. Peyton to Decker, who had the wind knocked out of him, we're told. And he's got the catch in front of Werner for 15 more.
I ask you, Jim Nantz, bottom of your screen, another in cut. Cut the last second, that left arm on the body of Werner, but Peyton Manning is on target. How many times have you seen somebody even close to being open where he didn't throw the football right on the target?
He's over 300 yards. He has 3 touchdown passes. He's got a 1st down. And that's going to be for Ball just a gain of 2. They even had the governor of the state of Tennessee lobbied the state legislature to pass a resolution urging Peyton to return and finish his career in Tennessee. They pulled out all the stops.
Yeah, that's some pressure.
Went out and worked out at a little facility, a little school field, the Webb School in Knoxville, because the word had gotten out.
The Titans showed up. They drove a car down there. They got to the field. Cones were set up everywhere. Peyton had the workout organized and ready to go, and they liked what they saw.
Boy, what a shock that is. He would organize it, huh?
Yeah.
2nd and 8. That one slipped a little bit, but he got the pass there for the 1st down to Ball, and 12 more.
At that time, the protection is so great, but watch what he does. He's going to work across the field. He's looking here, he looks down the middle, then he goes all the way to the other sideline. Yeah, that takes talent by him, but that takes tremendous pass protection. What a job of this offensive line.
Every drive today has at one point been in Tennessee territory. All 9 of them. Moreno stopped for no gain. Yeah, the only teams that he would end up throwing for when he was, on the market was Denver, Tennessee, and San Francisco. Those were the only 3. But he got some validation after he worked out with Tennessee because the feedback he was receiving from them gave him some confidence that he could come all the way back.
That's right. Well, you know, too, he exposed all of his medical history to him. They looked at it. They were not scared off, so that made him, you know, it was a burden off his shoulders, realizing, okay, I'm going to be all right.
2nd and 11 to Demaryius Thomas. Shakes off the first hit, which produces a first down. He got away from McCourty. McCourty had to come back and tackle him later, and another 13.
Well, what do? You know the defensive line's not going to get here. They've gone deep. They go down the middle of the field, and then when they come underneath, really a tough assignment for the defensive backs.
Time running down here in the 3rd quarter. And that's going to do it. It's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter with Denver leading at 34-28. Back after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
A tradition full of pride, passion, and honor. The 114th Army-Navy game. Saturday on CBS.
Will Arnett, Margot Martindale, and Beau Bridges, The Millers, new comedy, CBS Thursday.
The Mercedes-Benz winter event is back with the perfect vehicle that's just right for you, no matter which list you're on. Get the all-new 2014 CLA 250 starting at just $29,900.
You ever see something like this?
No, sir. This is gonna happen again. We got a rabid dog out there, and we gotta put him down. You don't pick your parents, and you don't pick your partner. You wonder, you're a bad man?
World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door.
Just what is it you think we found?
Something deep and dark, detectives. Something deep and dark.
For every late night, every weekend worked, every idea sold. You deserve a Cadillac, the fastest growing full-line luxury brand in the United States, including the all-new 2014 Cadillac CTS, Motor Trend's 2014 Car of the Year. Now during our season's best event, get the best offers of the season on our award-winning products, like the 2014 ATS and SRX.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Heading to the 4th, both teams have scored in every frame. Jim Nantz, Phil Simms here with John Fox and his return. His team going for some records when it comes to point production. You see most points single season all time. The average belongs to the Rams, the best scoring average, just a fraction off of that. But they've got a 16th straight game of at least 27 points. That's a record. Start the 4th from the 21 of Tennessee. And first down. Tammy will make it 1st and goal at the 9.
They just got so many plays, Jim. It's watch. He's going to run the outside and make the defender go off, and they just throw it out here. Really simple, but it's the technique. Decker chases the corner off, actually really just blocks him, and they pick up a first down. I don't see any other team in the NFL try that simple play.
Handoff ball. Huge hole. Stopped at the 1.
I said it early in the game, they are an unbelievable run the football inside the red zone.
No huddle.
Single coverage on the outside.
2nd and goal, and it's ball. Got back to the line. Hit by George Wilson.
That was tremendous by George Wilson, wasn't it? You're a safety, but you got to come in and actually down here in this on goal line, you got to act like a linebacker, and he got it done.
3rd and goal. throw for it. And over the head of Decker. Now what do you do? 4th down? They're going to stay out there, it looks like. Nope. Peyton runs to the sideline. They're going to bring out the field goal team.
Yeah, John Fox, you look up there and see the numbers, 34-28. You kick this field goal to get 9 points and
make it a 2-score game.
I'm sure it was a running play. It could have been, and they checked to the fade. Even as good as they are throwing these fades, McCourty that time gets right all over the route to the outside.
And if you're just tuning in, that's right. 2 of 2, good from 25 and 64. And this kick is good. 3 for 3 on the day. 19-yarder makes it a 9-point game.
We're willing to bet. No kid ever grew up with a poster of a Passat on his bedroom wall.
Well-qualified lessees can choose the Dodge Charger SXT or the Hemi V8 Charger RT for $269 a month.
Here's another one.
There we go.
That was great.
Way to go!
All over the world, families are building a moment together, one Lego brick at a time. Start your moment at buildtogether.com.
The Intel-powered 2-in-1. The new guy got it for spilling coffee on his old computer. A tablet and laptop in one? You've been asking for a new computer for years. Are you going to watch things happen? Or make things happen? That should do it. A laptop when you need it, a tablet when you want it.
We make the most popular mall Santa in Pittsburgh. We make thousands of things that are more than just things. NFLshop.com.
You are watching the NFL on CBS.
Denver leads it 37-28. Matt Prater goes from the longest field goal ever in the NFL to the shortest possible field goal that you can have, 19 yards.
Well, he deserves it after that long one. Like every once in a while when I play golf, I do like every one, a 3 or 4 foot par putt instead of trying to putt from 30 feet all the time.
I thought you could say you like people to give you a gimme.
Well, I'll
pick
take
it up.
those too.
Pick it up. Leon Washington had a 95-yard return to set up the Titans' second touchdown today. Get a jump on this one. Oh, and he is walloped by Nate Irving, who was injured earlier in this game. They had checked him out for a possible concussion. He's back, and he makes the big hit. What a day this has been across the league. The early action, Cincinnati in the matchup of division leaders beats the Colts, staying first in their division. And how about the Ravens, who were 42 points scored in the fourth quarter of that game. They win it with 4 seconds to go. Jacoby Jones had a kick return for a touchdown. Miracle comeback by the Patriots, but it looks like they've lost Gronkowski for the year with an ACL. The Browns found a way to lose that one. Up 12 with just 2 minutes to go. And there's a running play by Shonn Greene for 3. Hey, one thing here, Denver clinches the division with a win here today, and if the Broncos win, it also gives the South to Indianapolis because of a loss by Tennessee. Actually, it would be a Denver playoff berth, not the division. I meant to say playoff berth for Denver, but the division would go for the Colts with the Tennessee loss, if that's our outcome here. 2nd and 7. On the run and over the head of Hunter. Fitzpatrick did a good job of getting that pass away. He had Robert Ayers all over him.
Yeah, it's a one-man route. They're going to block everybody up. And Fitzpatrick still doesn't have time to throw the football down the field. Ayers, good job on the outside getting it done. But Justin Hunter, nobody else, a little check down over the middle, trying to go across. He went deep. Now they sent him across, but that time Bolden was ready for it.
Of course, Fitzpatrick, no stranger to playing in cold weather. After a number of years in Buffalo, faces 3rd and 7. Catch. Oh, they'll see the mark from the far side. It's going to be about a half-yard short for Michael Preston, who has his first catch.
You might have this. You got to look at this. How far is it? If it's under a yard, I think he's going to go for it. He catches it. It's inside a yard just by that right there when you look at it, Jim.
Well, the ball's at the pass for a measurement here.
And I was looking at the unofficial marker too. But I don't know if Mike Munchak, if he should have, he probably did, wanted the measurement to see if it is short, how much, and that will determine his decision.
He's got 2 feet. Ball at the 32.
Yeah, I think you go for it. And I agree. I would do it too. Is there anything that you've seen in this game to think that your defense is going to go out there and stop them?
Well, here's the thing, all right? Worst case scenario. You fail, and Denver on the short field scores a touchdown to go up 16. You're still down just 2 scores.
Good point.
You know? And when you're 5 and 7 and the season's on the line and you need a spark, well, this would do it. If you could convert it here. 5 wide, say spread it out on 4th.
Quarterback draw, maybe.
There you go. Great call, Phil, and it's a first down. Fitzpatrick.
Well, it's a great call because he told me last night.
Was that right?
Yeah, I said, you're going to, because Fitzpatrick has been running and running well, but a good design. They got a different front that time, just 3 down linemen. They blocked it properly, and a good fake by Fitzpatrick, too.
Plus, just spreading it out, you could see they had enough separation. He was going to be, but just waiting long enough to find an open hole. First down at the 36. Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson's got 11. Subway postgame show coming up after the game with JB, Dan, Shannon, Boomer, Coach Cowher. Scores and highlights, time permitting, on the Subway postgame show. All year long, the Titans have been in close games. And another one here, down 9 with 10.5 to play. Boy, the Broncos were ready for that one. Johnson stopped behind the line by Sylvester Williams.
How about that? The big rookie, Sylvester Williams, getting a chance to get a lot of extra reps. You know, you look at defensive linemen, and you come in the NFL, Jim, I've been told this many times by coaches, and even Bill Parcells had told me. Interior defensive linemen, rookies, really hard to come in and play it and have an impact. Because the linemen double teams, everything that you have to do, hard to learn your rookie year.
2nd and 11. Here comes the blitz. It's a screen. Johnson. Ball comes out. He lost the ball. And the Broncos have the recovery. Trying to make the move, zigging and zagging. The football slipped out of his hands, and Mike Adams has the recovery.
Boy, that's a tough play. Listen, this was set up. The defensive line, oh, they got it. They got blockers out in front.
It's Von Miller.
Yep, and Mitch Unrein, he's the initial guy that makes Johnson turn and bring it back.
Miller got a hand in there and stripped it.
That's what happened.
And Mike Adams, who had the 4th down knockdown last week in the end zone at Kansas City, has another significant play here today with the recovery. 2nd turnover today committed by the Titans. the 32. Manning going for the payoff, and Demaryius Thomas was the target at the 5.
Von Miller, how about that? Redirecting and still able to get that left arm and hand out there to turn this game around and really give this Bronco offense a chance to almost close this game out.
Titans had 3 giveaways in the second half last week. We had 2 today in the second half. Second and 10. It's ball. And he reverses field. Takes a punishing blow by Michael Griffin that produces a flag. As ball had been set back 2 yards. I think they've got him maybe on a face mask call.
Personal foul, grabbing the opening of the face mask, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Boku reaching in on ball. And the Broncos have the ball at the 20 when we come back. Player down.
Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry, presents a commercial for women only. This is Levian Chocolate Diamond Jewelry. Levian, masters of jewelry design for centuries, is the only company on earth to make jewelry with chocolate diamonds. And Jared is the only place where you'll find such an amazing Levian selection with styles you won't find anywhere else. Levian, that's why he went to Jared.
Google Nexus, Samsung Galaxy Tab 3, Nabi 2. Great choices, guys.
Pretty high tech, huh?
And buying these tablets with your Walmart credit card is faster than warp speed. You guys are gonna be like the family of the future. Man, the future's gonna be so cool. Everybody has jetpack tennis shoes.
Own the season. Get the hottest tablets for the whole family. And now you can save $25 when you open and spend $75 today with your new Walmart credit card account. Offer valid through 12/31/13. Apply today. Subject to credit approval. Walmart.
We're willing to bet no kid ever grew up with a poster of a Passat on his bedroom wall.
Well-qualified lessees can choose the Dodge Charger SXT or the Hemi V8 Charger RT for $269 a month.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by FedEx One Rate. Simple flat rate shipping with the reliability of FedEx. Sonos, the wireless hi-fi system. And by Walmart. Shop early for the season's hottest gifts backed by our new Christmas ad match.
We're back in Denver, and again, time permitting after the game, the Subway postgame show.
You know, I'm anxious to hear what the quarterbacks in the studio, well, all of them, what do they think about the cold weather? I know it's not a windy day, but Peyton Manning throwing the football today.
On first down, Peyton. He's got another touchdown pass to Eric Decker.
They learned something on the pass before. Demaryius Thomas going across the field. And again, you can see, yeah, he gets knocked to the ground, but space in front of him. How about that route? Post, corner, post. In the football, anticipation on the throw, right on the money.
Eric Decker a week ago was the first receiver in Manning's career who ever caught 4 of his passes for a touchdown in a game. He's got 2 more today, 6 in 2 weeks, 9 on the season. And Prater tacks on the PAT, so it's 44-28, set up by the fumble forced by Miller. And Peyton now 373 and 4 touchdowns.
The video of your fight is going viral. You don't know what I mean by going viral. Type of 2 out of touch, oh.
Hey.
I got a company that wants the official rematch. They're gonna pay you $100 grand.
Not worth it.
What do you mean it ain't worth it? I'm looking at your house. Boom, 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 boom. Judgment Day.
Your moves, they bounce when you jump. It's like bad Baywatch.
Bang, bang, bang.
You're just here to buy a little dinner. You don't have to punch everything. Hey, Webster, show a little respect.
I choose to believe you just called me Webster because of my vocabulary.
No, it's because you're short and black.
What was Jesus like? I'm curious. Was he cool?
Rated PG-13.
Upon official mortgage review, Quicken Loans can save them over $200 per month.
Challenge us to save you money with the official mortgage review from Quicken Loans.
This is smooth and precise on-road handling. This is total confidence and comfort. This is easy-to-use off-road capability when you need it. This is 70 and counting safety and security features. This is the freedom to keep chasing all the horizons you want. Introducing the all-new 2014 Jeep Cherokee.
Well-qualified lessees can lease the all-new 2014 Jeep Cherokee Sport for $259 a month.
This is it. The Amazing Race season finale. Only 4 teams remain.
Here we go!
It's a crazy, wild ride.
It's redemption time.
To the finish. Who will win it all? The season finale of The Amazing Race. CBS tonight.
Well, you know, Phil, I'd given Decker that touchdown from the first half that they took away. Remember that. So he only has one today. And what a beauty it was. Manning with 4 touchdown throws to 4 different receivers.
You know, this passing game of the Broncos, it is getting better. Because now it's about let's get it down the field. Let's make big plays. The screens we saw early in the year outside the receivers, we don't even see them now. It's power passing. That's what it is.
Doing this without Welker in the second half with that concussion, not returning. And Washington with the touchback.
Well, let me show you what to do. Outside technique, he's going to push. It's a post, corner, post. Tight end goes down the middle, and watch what happens. They play it perfectly, the Titans do. The technique, but they beat the defense and take advantage of the fact that the corner is going to be outside. The safety can't help, and the tight end goes down the middle, and I think they found out or decided to do that play from the previous play. Thomas going across the field on the tight end.
Decker now 8 catches, 117, and the touchdown. It's incomplete to Kendall Wright. Ball hit the ground. You'll have plenty to talk about Wednesday night on Showtime inside the NFL. I mean, crazy games out there today. Minnesota, Baltimore, and that New England, Cleveland game, and others. All coming up with you, Chris, and JB inside the NFL Wednesday night Showtime. From behind, they've got him. And the sack belongs to Von Miller.
Yeah, this 3-down defensive look, it's a lot of times they blitz out of it. Obvious passing situation. You can't double team the best pass rusher. Nice little dip move by Von Miller. How about that? When they do that little stutter, and then, hey, celebrate. Getting a sack in the NFL, these D linemen and pass rushers, they deserve to celebrate.
Did you ever do that after throwing a touchdown?
Oh, absolutely.
Dancing with the stars type stuff?
Well, I don't know if it was that good, but it's time to celebrate, especially when I threw a TD.
3rd and 17. And again under pressure, Fitzpatrick, there is a flag down in the offensive backfield. Trevathan was coming after Fitzpatrick on the rush.
Holding, offense, number 76. Penalty is declined, 4th down.
And when Von Miller gets going, sometimes the only way you can slow him down is to do something like that.
Yeah, it's a good one. Big country took him down there, and he got beat with the speed move to the outside. What a change up by Von Miller.
So Brett Kern back out to punt. And again, he started his career here, punted for the Broncos for a little more than a year. Decker is the returner with Welker out. Decker up to the 50. Falls on the Tennessee side at the 48.
Dangerous catch that time.
38-yard punt. Ball back in possession of the Broncos.
Use Chase Freedom at select department stores and get 5% cash back this quarter. So you can give her an even bigger surprise. Activate your 5% cash back at chase.com/freedom. Chase, so you can.
You know, with new FedEx One Rate, you can fill that box and pay one flat rate. I didn't know the cold thing was real.
It's very real, David Rivera.
Rivera, David.
FedEx One Rate. Simple flat rate shipping with reliability of FedEx.
Mine was earned orbiting the moon in 1971.
Afghanistan in 2009.
On the USS Saratoga in 1982.
Once it's earned, USAA Auto Insurance is often handed down from generation to generation because it offers a superior level of protection and because USAA's commitment to serve current and former military members and their families is without equal. Begin your legacy. Get an auto insurance quote. USAA. We know what it means to serve.
Catch America's favorite geeks on The Big Bang Theory, Thursday, only CBS.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the all-new 2014 Jeep Cherokee, built free. And by Subway. Get your own Big Hot Pastrami from Subway today. Subway, eat fresh.
60 Minutes is coming up next. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Jim Nantz and Bill Sims. 60 Minutes will be seen in its entirety following the game, except on the West Coast. Broncos up 16, 8 minutes to go. And that's ball for 8.
Well, they got the blocking tight end in now, Virgil Greene. When I saw him come out there and move around, I said they're going to run behind number 85. He has been a terrific run blocker the last couple weeks.
Virgil Greene out of Nevada, third-year man, where he caught passes from Colin Kaepernick. 2nd and 2.
About 8 or 10 guys on that team in the NFL, so Kaepernick being one of them.
And that's Decker slipping out of a tackle. Actually, it's Tammy, Jacob Tammy, with another catch, his 4th today.
Well, we heard many of the Titans say, you just can't pick a spot and say, we're going to take this guy away or anything like that, because there's just so many different ways they attack you and so many weapons.
Team record, first downs in a game, 36.
What did the New Orleans Saints have against the Cowboys that night?
Yeah, they had 35 just a few weeks ago.
No, I think it was more than that.
What was it?
40.
They have 40. And there's a hit by Griffin. And holds ball to a gain of only 1.
Well, you're in a situation, if you're the Titans defense, they tried to before this, but a field goal really makes it almost impossible for you to win. So you got to get up there and take a chance. They've been very conservative on the defensive side all day today. But now it's time to take a chance.
Peyton hustles over. Make sure the signals are straight. Tammy was the target that time. So next week, it's regional action on CBS. We'll be down in Miami for New England and the Dolphins. Miami winning at Pittsburgh today. Keep their playoff hopes going. New England again somehow manages to pull off the most improbable win against Cleveland. All starts with the NFL today. You look at all dressed up. There they are. 12 noon Eastern time.
That's 3 unbelievable wins this year. New Orleans, Denver, and today by the Patriots.
3rd and 9 from the 26. Peyton with a jump pass. Fighting for the first down, getting it with 1. Within a yard of the first was Joel Dreesen. Gain of 8. And it's 4th down coming up. Now, they're going to go for it here. A field goal would make it a 3-score game.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised they're going to do this. I thought they would play the numbers, 3 scores game. But they've been very good running the football when it's short yardage.
Low snap. Somehow they got it to Moreno. Manning shaking his head. So he knew that was a lot harder than it needed to be.
Tell you what saved him was those gloves. He's got fitted gloves on, and sometimes in situations like that, oh yeah, grabs it, still sticks it right into the belly of Moreno, and
a 37th first down. And we got a player down, and it's Foku, who was shaken up earlier in this quarter. Hey, look, we came on the air, we addressed it, the whole issue, everybody talking about, can he throw, can he play in the cold? Peyton wasn't too concerned about it. He got asked about it a few times this week. He said it's not a factor, and that's not how I feel. But some of the games, he was 1-5 all time, under 30 degrees. One was to the Super Bowl champion Patriots long ago in the AFC title game. The game last year against Baltimore, double overtime. The game at New England a couple of weeks ago. Not like that was his fault, and that they really emphasized the ground that day.
Yeah, they did. They took him out of rhythm. I think they learned a lot in that game. I've said it quite a few times since then because we did the game last week in Kansas City. But even an established quarterback like Peyton Manning, who's never really played that type of game, Jim, where it's run, 3rd and 5, throw a pass, and he lost that rhythm. Also, his receivers did not get into the game, so it hurt them. I don't think we'll see him make that mistake again. And Peyton Manning told us, all that wind and cold, he came out of that game a little confident that he could deal with elements if it was like that again.
First down. Now he's got more attempts than any game in his career, and this one out of bounds, incomplete. Caught out of bounds by Virgil Green. Peyton's career high 58th attempt. Actually, it's Demaryius Thomas down there. Demaryius Thomas. He made the catch, but
oh boy, is that close. Right foot just out of bounds.
But they go on and win this game if they do. What a gift this game is to go win a game in 15-degree weather, let's call it, because again, all you've been hearing about, oh, if they get to New York in the Super Bowl, it'll be cold. He can't play in cold weather games. And he's going to have 3 of them probably in the playoffs if they win it all. There's Moreno, McCarthy on him, tackled at the 8. You're going to have the divisional game here in January. That's not going to be some warm, balmy day.
Sure.
And you win that, then you're going to have the AFC Championship game in all likelihood here. You know, unless they stumble and maybe end up at New England where it could be cold again. And then if it's in fact in the cards and they're New York bound, well, here you go again.
Yeah, you know, I think the big thing is this week they were glad that they had some really frigid weather, and they went out and they threw the football around and they looked at the film and go, wow, this is pretty good stuff. So it gives everybody, the organization, the coaches, the players. I don't think Peyton Manning needed that reinforcement, but he got it.
3rd and 2. Shoestring catch for a first down by Moreno.
You see him split these running backs outside, and they bring them underneath the coverage. Oh, that is a terrific job by Moreno.
Makes it 1st and goal at the 5. Coach Eric, you saw him hug right there. The one he shared the Ed Block Courage Award with, named this week. Ball is the running back. And his ball twisting in for the touchdown. He spun off the hit of Pollard, ran behind Orlando Franklin, and he's got a mile-high leap.
Well, it seems like Tennessee's defense has been on the field all day long. The number of plays and just so hard, trying to defend everything you're going to see. Fatigue sets in, not only physical, Jim, but mental too, because it's got to be some grind mentally facing this Denver offense if you play defense.
Look at this. They have scored 50 points for the third time this year. The first team since the '69 Vikings. Prater good. Remember, this was 21-10 Tennessee late in the second quarter. Since that time, it's 41-7. You know, Matt Prater got one of the biggest reactions, as he should have, when he, right before the half, made it from 64 yards. Oh, there's a great angle on it.
Is that great? Did he explode through that hit?
All-time longest field goal in league history. So what happens with the story now about cold weather games?
Well,
does this make it go away?
Oh, of course not. No, it does nothing. This does nothing. Oh, yeah, it was a good game, but, you know, it was against Tennessee. The wind wasn't blowing strong, but because we know the story, and it's, if it doesn't go all the way through to a Super Bowl win, that's going to be the headline. And that's, I'm not going to even say it's unfortunate. That's just where we are right now. You put this right there with the Tony Romo story. He can't win the big game. Well, that's always going to be there when they lose until he wins the Super Bowl. And Jim, you know those are just the facts.
Well, it's just and
that's what you live with.
The compounding of stories, the layering. One person writes it, then the next guy goes and writes it like, hey, I got an original thought here. Then it gets layered again, and again. It gets talked about on all the radio and television shows, pregame shows, and then, you know, eventually people think that it's a pure fact that he can't throw in these conditions. Well, I give you 397 yards and 4 touchdowns today as Ian Nacho makes the tackle.
Well, let me just say it one more time. What are his numbers today? They're outstanding, right?
397, 4 touchdowns on 39 of 59.
He's been better than that.
Yeah, bunch of drops.
Bunch of drops, but he's been sharper than that. Even when he's thrown in completions and the guys are covered, the football's been in the right spot. So I think they found something. What they're doing on the offensive side, but also him resting his body. You don't have to take every rep. The fact that he set out of practice this Wednesday, that is, to me, the big deal. And I think we're seeing the results, how much better his performance is because of that.
Timeout called by the Broncos. We've got an update. James Brown has it in New York.
Nipped and tugged, Jim Nance, in San Fran.
All right, Seattle's kicker, Steven Hauschka. He kicks a 31-yarder to give 17-16.
And Jim, as you know, Seattle clinches the NFC West Division and a first-round bye with a win. Back to Jim Nance.
Oh, how about that? Back and forth with the Niners and the Seahawks. And, you know, the way Arizona's playing, San Francisco's got to be careful. 1st and 10. Draw play. Shonn Greene. Gain of 8. He and Trevathan have a few words to exchange. We met with Trevathan this week, kid out of Kentucky.
Yep.
And a new father.
He has been so good of late and all year long for this Denver defense. I've said Trevathan plays as hard and as vicious as any linebacker in the NFL. It's almost like I go, how can you keep that pace up and be so physical like he's done so far this year? And he goes, man, I'm used to grinding. I go, what do you mean? Well, Kentucky, we were not very good, so every game was a fight, and he still plays that way.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Going for the deep ball. Hunter trying to grab it with one hand. And the next play will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes and a Navy SEAL story of survival, followed by the season finale of The Amazing Race and The Mentalist, all new on America's #1 network. Well, the Titans had things going their way for the first quarter and a half, had an 11-point lead. And then the momentum switched big time. Catch by Hunter. And we've got the 2-minute warning. Denver on its way to clinching a playoff berth and then locking up a division for Indianapolis.
This is the comfort of full-grain Napa. This is a fully equipped, crafted interior. This keeps you up to date with everything and everyone. This is 9 gears that give you 31 miles per gallon highway. This is the freedom to keep chasing all the horizons you want. Introducing the all-new 2014 Jeep Cherokee.
Well-qualified lessees can lease the all-new 2014 Jeep Cherokee Sport for $259 a month.
What's that?
Subway Big Hot Pastrami.
Pastrami?
No, pastrami.
Pastrami!
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 Get your own Subway Big Hot Pastrami. Tender, juicy beef on freshly baked bread. Enjoy yours with mustard and pickles. Subway, eat fresh.
Feel the beat of the NFL with the Bose Cinemate 1SR. One speaker under your TV and a wireless bass module give you powerful sound that makes game day even better. Bose, game-changing sound.
We invited people from across the nation to help us taste and choose a golden amber lager. Smooth and distinctive, chosen by the people. Budweiser Black Crown.
The life of Nelson Mandela, as told by the people who knew him best.
Adore, love, admire. I love him like my own family.
Tonight on 60 Minutes.
New Monday, Molly's gonna shop.
I was never here.
Till Mike makes her stop.
Molly? Go, go, go!
New Mike and Molly, CBS Monday, 9/8 Central.
Denver on its way to 11-2, staying in the top position in the conference, back in action Thursday against San Diego. And the Colts, with Tennessee losing here, going to clinch the division, even though the Colts fell today to the Bengals. Baltimore maintains the 6th position at 7-6. They've got the head-to-head over Miami from earlier this year, but a lot to work out for that final playoff berth in the AFC. 3rd and 4, almost intercepted. I tell you, Rogers Cromartie was ready to run that one. Trevathan also had his eyes on a goal line. Nate Washington limping to the sideline, and John Fox is going to have a successful return to the sidelines here today.
Yeah, we had a little fun with him. The 4 games he set out, tough. All 4 games were tough, and I said, man, it had to be a lot harder sitting at home watching those games than it was being on the sideline. He said, absolutely. So, when things weren't going well, he changed seats.
4th down play for Tennessee. Chris Harris on the blitz. Harris. And actually, Fitzpatrick ended up handing the football off to Greene at the last moment. Fitzpatrick spun right into the blitzer. And the Broncos will take over, and a couple of kneel downs, and it'll be over.
I like what John Fox did tell us. We were talking to him on Friday, and you were talking about everything that's gone on. He goes, listen, this football team, he goes, this building has been on a mission since the day we lost to the Baltimore Ravens last year in the playoffs.
Well, he Had to check into the Charlotte Hospital there for, of course, the whole thing that you see Del Rio took over for him. The surgery and all, and he had an alias. Johnny Drama is how he was checked in back in Charlotte.
Yes.
San Diego coming in Thursday, then at Houston, at Oakland. And they've, look, with New England right behind them, they've got to keep playing. You know, they might right to the very end, and it might be because of that it'll give Peyton a chance to, as it works out, break the 50 touchdown record, because you still have to win to hold off the Patriots if they keep winning. This will be the 90th play, if you will, a kneel down for Denver today. That's a staggering number of plays, 90. And John Elway.
Now, you know, you'll go back real quick. John Fox, just like a player, when you get hurt and you have to sit back and watch it, it is really tough. So a head coach, all the work that goes into organizing these football teams and getting it done, when he had to sit on those sidelines, I'm sure every week it got tougher and tougher. I'm glad he's back. Done a terrific job out here in Denver.
Yes, he's back with a win. A 51-28 victory. Denver over Tennessee. A game that featured monster numbers again by Manning, and the all-time longest field goal in the history of the league. The final score is Denver 51 and Tennessee 28. Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes, followed by the season finale of The Amazing Race and The Mentalist. And Prater, he's going to be doing a few interviews after that, history maker. For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long from Denver. Been watching the NFL on CBS.
And now my journey across the country's brought me to the lovely city of Boston. Cheers. And seeing as it's such a historic city, I'm sure they'll appreciate that Geico's been saving people money for over 75 years. Oh dear. I've dropped my tea into the Boston Harbor. I guess this party's over.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
CBS Sports presents the Geico Play of the Day.
Near the end of the first half, Washington's Kai Forbath kicks off to Kansas City's Quentin Demps, who makes a move to the outside. He gets a nice block by Nile Davis on the Redskins' Josh Wilson, allowing him to cut. He takes it 95 yards for the score. That gave Demps his second career kickoff return for a touchdown, with the Chiefs up 38-7.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Introducing the newest member of the Subway team, who scored 1,283 goals. The greatest football player ever, Pelé.
That's a nickel, and that's a dime. Keep them in your pocket. You won't be needing them with us. At Southwest, low fares never mean low service. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
CBS Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League. They're the final four teams. It's redemption time. Race season finale, CBS tonight.
TV's most heart-pounding survival challenge returns. With twice the fear.
It appears to be directly above us.
Raid, a two-couple two-hour event, tonight at 8 on Discovery.
At NFL Network, we make the first night in football every week, which means we make the first. The first. Touchdown, San Diego. And the first. we make an AFC West shootout. Peyton and the first-place Broncos are storming towards home field advantage.
Game time, baby.
But Phillip Rivers has the Chargers offense taking flight. Thursday Night Football, Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, live on NFL Network. Together, we make football.
You ever see something like this?
No, sir. This is gonna happen again. We got a rabid dog out there, and we gotta put him down. You don't pick your parents, and you don't pick your partner. You wonder if you're a bad man?
The world needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door.
Just what is it you think we found?
Something deep and dark, detectives. Something deep and dark.
TV's most heart-pounding survival challenge returns. With twice the fear.
It appears to be directly above us.
Naked and Afraid, a two-couple, two-hour event. Tonight at 8 on Discovery.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.